We thought in the beginning about, because it's complicated music and there's a lot of stuff going on, we thought that we could get like more musicians and we would play with like 7 or 8 musicians all playing instruments, you know. And then I went and saw Brian Wilson do a sort of a Beach Boys comeback thing. But he'd sort of had a big ensemble with him. There's probably 20 people in this group that I saw. And they were all really, you know, they were good musicians and all that, and they played well. But for me, it was boring just to see a bunch of dudes up there playing, you know. So I'd seen this, and I sort of decided, you know, I don't really care if we have 20 musicians up there. I think people come to see the Flaming Lips, and then whatever we can do. And I think that really changed it for me. Then I started to think, well, why don't we have like, back then we had like film projections and stuff, and we'd put naked women up there dancing, doing crazy shit, you know. And so I think it's kind of that, you know. What would I want to see? I had these giant hands for a long time. They were just hands. But I thought, man, they're just kind of boring as giant hands. And then I thought, what if I put laser beams in them? And during some, you know, intense piece of music, I shot these, you know, just things like that you kind of picture yourself as being like a superhero or a cartoon or something. What would you do? And really being in a band, you know, it's about music and it's about performance and all that, but there's a part of it that is kind of like a cartoon. You know, there's elements of it that just let you be, you know, the Wizard of Oz or be some fantastical, you know, entity up there doing stuff. You know, I get to sing these fantastical songs and then you get to create a kind of personality that goes with it or something. But everybody knows these are gags, you know, we don't pretend it's, you know, that it's serious. It's just fun stuff to look at. So I mean, to me, it isn't even that you have to think of it. You just think, wouldn't it be cool if? Without the cool music and without some emotional connection to the music, you know, it's all just a bunch of lights and stuff. And the music, you know, gets into you and tells you it's something else. And so sometimes I think the more emotional and more intense and more honest the music is, the more of this junk you can get away with. Because we realize, oh, this is real and this is all just stuff. And, you know, I mean, I like the idea that it's stuff. It's like, look, we're going to turn the lights on at the same time we do this, and it's fantastic. And we all know it's a put on, you know, it's a contrived experience. The lights don't just happen to come on, you know, you rehearse it and they come on, you know. But we want that, you know, we like that. It's a built moment to get the most excitement that we can, you know, out of our meager existence. Right?
And when you guys sing that song like you did on the last one, and you screamed in fake orgasmic ecstasy. That is the thing that battles against this sadness and despair, because that's what life is. Life is just a motherfucker, and we are gonna sing, we're gonna sing, and we're gonna laugh, and we're gonna love. That's our defense. That's our weapon, okay? Fuck yeah!
A lot of art is really well done, and it's just doesn't appeal to a big tribe. And I don't know what you do about that, you know. I mean, I would say to any artist, you should, you know, you've got to do what you love. Otherwise, it's really not art, you know. It's marketing or something. If you're doing what you love, hopefully you're getting enough of a reward from that, not having money or friends or anything else doesn't have to matter as much. I think it always matters after a while. I think you can only be a brave, starving artist for so long. I mean, we've been lucky that the thing that we love to do has appealed to enough weirdos like us that we are all helping each other survive. I'm really doing what I want. I'm not really restricting my life to, you know, to anybody else's agenda. Little by little as my life has gone on, I'm like, I'm doing my thing, you know. And I think people want to know that there's real human beings in the world who are just doing what the fuck they like to do, as opposed to, well, I gotta do this, and I got this job, I gotta do that, and I got blah, blah, blah. Because life can constrict you, and I think I'm really lucky that I am doing my life my way. But that also means I'm doing my art my way. And so when, when people are giving us their time and their money for our art, I want them to know I'm doing this. This is purely out of me. There's no marketing. I'm not, seeing if this works or that works. I'm purely being me. And that means it could be great or it could be pathetic. It could be anything. But it's real. And I guess that's the part of it that you like about a person when they say, well, he's like a rock star. It's like, I'm doing my thing and I don't give a shit what people think. Good for me.